In this video, we provide an alternative approach to solving the insert problem. Rather than copying characters one by one, we will do the insertions in place. That is, we'll go through the destination array and add characters as needed, shifting the rest of the letters over whenever an insertion is done. To begin, we'll need a loop to iterate over the characters in destination. Let's declare a loop counter named destination index, and assign it an initial value of 0, since we'll want to start at index 0. We'll want to go through every element of destination, so we'll have our loop execute while destination index is less than the length of destination. Now that we can view the characters in the array from start to end, we can start handling insertions. We know that we'll only ever insert a character after each instance of C1, so we'll need an if statement to check if the character we're currently looking at is the same as C1. When the condition is true, we'll want to do two things. Shift everything after the current character over by one index each, and insert a copy of C2 into the index after destination index. Let's start with the shifting. In order to do this, we'll start at the index after the null terminator and set each index's value to be the value of the index minus 1. This may be difficult to understand without an example. Let's say we have an array named movable, capable of storing 5 elements, and it currently holds the letters B, A, T, and the null terminator. Now let's say we want to insert the letter O after B. This means we'll have to shift the A, T, and the null terminator over. First, we would shift the null terminator to the last index of the array. To do so, we would just set the last index of the array to be the null terminator. Next, shift the T to where the null terminator used to be, then the A. Afterwards, we just set the value of where A originally was to be the letter we want to insert, the O. Notice that our shifting was really just copying values into the position that is one to the right. That's what we'll do when writing our function. Now that we have an idea of how we want our code to behave, let's write some code. First, we'll need a for loop to iterate over the characters following destination at destination index. We'll name the loop counter shift. The first index we'll want to set will be the index following the null terminator. By using the strlen function, we can get the index of the null terminator. By adding 1 to it, we'll get our desired index. We want our loop to execute until we reach the index of where the inserted character will be. So we'll write the continuing condition as shift greater than destination index plus 1, and decrement shift by 1 per iteration. In the body of our loop, we simply want to set the value of destination at shift to be whatever value is at the index before it. This is done by copying the value at shift minus 1 to the location at shift. Now to add a copy of C2. We can simply increment destination index by 1, and then set destination at the updated destination index to be C2. Finally, we need to increment destination index after each iteration of our while loop, so that we don't run into an infinite loop. And we're done.